Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Odoo webinar sessions. Okay, so let's just wait for a few minutes for everyone to sign in. Okay. And meanwhile, if while we're waiting here, feel free to share with us where you guys are currently watching the webinar from. It will be very helpful for us as well. And to add on that, during the webinar session toward the end, there will be a Q&A. So throughout the webinar, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box as well. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get started here. Okay, so welcome everyone again for today's webinar sessions. This last session is actually a special one as we are doing collaboration with AsiaPay, the leading digital payment gateway providers from Singapore. And today's topic is actually about how AsiaPay integration with ERP can help maximize the business operations in Singapore. Okay, so to introduce ourselves here, my name is Juldis Takantalungsak. I'm the partnership consultant signing in from Odoo APAC office. And I have a guest speaker with me today, Simon Siu. Okay, and he's the Asia Pay country head signing in from Singapore. Hello. Hi, good afternoon, Simon.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Hi.
Yes.
Okay. So Simon is here today with us. He will be sharing some insight about the payment trends in Singapore and also the current services in APAC market, okay, of AsiaPay. Okay, so here's the agenda of the webinar today. So firstly, we'll give introductions about Odoo and AsiaPay. Second, we'll discuss about the current market overview in Singapore, what it looks like at the moment, the payment trends. And third, we're going to discuss about the existing integrations between Odoo and AsiaPay. Fourth, Simon will be elaborate on the current services provided by AsiaPay. And lastly, it will be in the Q&A sessions. Okay, so let's start off by giving a brief introduction about Odoo. What is Odoo? It's an all-in-one business management software that has made to be easy to use, flexible, scalable, and has a very beautiful and slick user interface. The company was established in the year 2005 from Belgium, and our CEO for BN Pinkler, his vision is to develop the powerful tools to help all kind of business to unleash their potentials and to help them grow as well. Okay, so this is the latest update of Odoo functionalities. So Odoo is an application basis comprised with more than 66 core integrated applications. So as you can see here, a business can utilize sales apps to manage their CRM, sales order, issues invoice. Aside from that, it's also integrated with e-commerce platform and inventory management to keep track of the inventory in and out in real time. If the company is the service base, Odoo also provide project and timesheet management. If the company is manufacturing based, Odoo also can provide MRP, PLM, and quality control, all the way to marketing automations and finance apps, last but not least, right, to keep track of the accounting and expenses. Okay, so here's the global presence of Odoo. Originally from Belgium, the company, and now Odoo grew to have 18 offices located worldwide. And we have an office in Hong Kong where we oversee the entire Asia Pacific market. Some more milestone here. Okay. So right now, Odoo is providing the services to 12 million happy users. The software itself can support 32 languages globally. And we also have a very strong global partner network to help us grow. Okay, so for Odoo, our ideal goal here is to help the business move from having a manual operations by having many standalone applications, as you can see on the left side, move them towards to have the all-in-one business management software like Odoo to help streamline their business operation and process. Okay, some more key factors here about Odoo is the scalabilities and flexibilities. So a company can begin their operation with Odoo small, with just number of 3 to 5 users. And what's the beauty of Odoo is the flexibilities here where they can add more scopes, number of users, number of apps as the company grow as well. Okay, so now I will hand over to Simon to give some more introductions about AsiaPay and the services.
Thank you, Julius. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Simon Siu, AsiaPay country head, and I extend a warm welcome to each one of you. I express my sincere appreciation to Odoo, our esteemed partner, for orchestrating this insightful webinar. Your presence, distinguished guests and partners alike, amplifies the significance of this gathering. Thank you for joining us, and I trust today's session will be both informative and engaging. Okay, let's deep dive further into how our solutions are. AsiaPay specializes in tailored payment solutions, addressing diverse consumer behaviors and preferences in the multicultural market. We design and implement customized payment systems, supporting the country's technical growth with innovative solutions. Collaborating with enterprises, including SMEs, we ensure seamless transactions and address specific payment challenges. As Singapore payment landscape evolves, AsiaPay continues to innovate and adapt to meet changing market needs. So as you can see, we are operating in 16 operation offices in Asia Pacific, over 150 payment types and bank connections, more than 100 checkout platforms and plugins. And we also transact in 144 plus currencies. Our head office is in Hong Kong. We have a strong workforce. We've been around since 2020. Our vision, as what is written here, is to be a leading digital payment service and technology player in Asia Pacific. Okay, next. Yes, our customers, our merchants, our payment gateways, and as well as the schemes and alternate payment methods, you can see we are omni-channel payment platform. This list goes on and on. I think as payments always innovates in a way, we will continue to bring in new services to offer to our merchants, our partners. Similarly, why we are partnering with Odoo is to bring our platform and we can actually give our services as a whole to our customers. Next. Okay. We do have a transactional tool, PayGate, administrative tool that we can offer to merchants where notification, transaction mode, a very easy to use API library for both online and mobile. Next.
Okay, so yeah, thank you for sharing the products and the information about the company. So now we're knowing that the digital payment is growing across APAC market, especially in ASEAN and Singapore, and AsiaPay also being active in many countries across ASEAN. Right. So could you share with us some more insights about the payment trends in Singapore? What are the differences from the other ASEAN country at the moment?
Sure. Okay, before I go into this, of course, the Singapore market is very diversified. Business payment choices are significantly influenced by the local environment. Three key factors that normally consumers or even merchants look at. One is, of course, the consumer demand because of our diversity in our population, technical adoption leading the various payment preferences from traditional cards to digital platforms. Of course, with this, they also look at security concerns. With the rise of the digital transaction, security is a top concern. Businesses will prioritize payment methods that align with customer demand while providing robust security measures to protect sensitive financial information. And lastly, of course, speed of settlement. In the Singapore fast-paced environment, basically with swift and efficient transactions are critical. Business choose certain forms of payment methods that ensure quick processing, impacting cash flow, operation efficiency, and customer satisfaction. So as you can see, embracing digital payments, right? In Southeast Asia, everyone is embracing that now. From the brick to mortar, which is in Southeast Asia, almost 98% penetration. Shop online has been 82%. I think you can also look at cash, e-wallets, credit cards, mobile contactless, smart and stored value cards from the different countries. That is really growing very, very fast. Next. From an e-wallet perspective, I think it's so common now. Everyone pays with an e-wallet. So the different countries, as you can see, the adoption rate is growing extensively from QRs and also through mobile wallets that is engaging from each country itself. Mainly coming from, of course, you can see from this chart, the Gen Y, Gen Z, the Gen X, as well as the baby boomers are the main adoption points that is really growing from there. Next. As I mentioned, QR is fast and growing in this market. Where are the ones that they are targeting? Of course, your food and dining. Why food and dining? Why convenience store? Why supermarket? Why retail shopping? Everyone is in shortage of, or every country, the staff getting the right people to join the industry is also getting tougher. So with QR payments, actually, it helps to smoothen certain payment reconciliation, payment issues that they may face in terms of staff engagements. Yes. Next. Yep. So next, of course, credit card and debit card has also shown a steady growth over the years. Again, the adoption rate of the demographics again coming from the boomers. You can see boomers are now number one in accepting debit and credit. Mainly because I think the whole COVID situation that has gone past, these boomers will continue to use these forms of payment as their main mode rather than cash. That's where payments like us in terms of AsiaPay will come and help to resolve some of these pain points that some of the merchants may face together with, of course, Odoo, providing the same solutions. Next. Contactless cards. I think all of us host contactless cards nowadays. Again, you can see the penetration of supermarkets, food and dining, retail, even now overseas travel. Everyone is just using contactless cards. Days are gone of your cash in a sense, because you have cards that is multi-currency, which you will use when you go overseas. So contactless becomes a everyday thing, in a sense. It's no longer something that is strange to any party. All right, move. Sorry. Yeah. Mobile contactless, similarly, everyone will put their cards on mobile, as a form of, no one carries a card along. Yes. Next. Okay, lastly, of course, from a Singapore dynamic, how do we see 63% versus 60% in 2021 going cashless? And we believe in 2025, 30% will be fully cashless in Singapore itself. So the bill payments, the public transport, the supermarkets, these are the early adopters of the so-called contactless itself or digital payments.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Just to add on this as well, after Singapore here, we are seeing growing trends in many developing countries across ASEAN, like Thailand, also Vietnam, Philippines, and also Indonesia themselves. Right. And just to share this personal experience, I actually have a week trip to Singapore, and surprisingly, I did not touch the cash at all. Right. So
That's great.
yeah, over there. But if I travel to, like, let's say, developing country like Thailand, definitely people are moving forward toward the digital payment trends here. We have like prompt pay, digital wallet. People are to use that, especially after the COVID situation here. But still, we are seeing the cash usage for like brick and mortar businesses and stuff. But we are seeing the trends over here as well. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing the insight about the payment trends on the consumer behaviors in Singapore and also comparing with other region in ASEAN. Okay. So now let's move forward to talk about the existing integrations between AsiaPay and Odoo. So within Odoo right now, we already have the integrations, AsiaPay integrations in place, implemented already. So it's just a matter of quick configurations, okay, for the Odoo users here. Everyone can already start testing out themselves through the Odoo 15-day free trial. Our Odoo team already have completed the webinar illustrating the procedures on how to set up the AsiaPay account on Odoo as well. Okay, so before the configuration here, something to keep in mind that the Odoo user needs to have the AsiaPay account created, right? Knowing their merchant ID, currency, and also the secure hash, because these are the elements required for the configurations. Okay. Additional information to keep in mind if anyone is interested to use AsiaPay in with Odoo here is that it only supports from Odoo Enterprise version 16 onward. And this one can only be linked between one database of Odoo with one merchant AsiaPay account. Okay, so this is just the brief overview of the Odoo e-commerce, how it looks from the consumer's checkout journey here. Right, so as you can see from the Odoo e-commerce platform, once the consumers come to the checkout page, they will have the ability to choose the options, okay, as credit cards, powered by AsiaPay here. Once everything it's all set, the system will lead them to the AsiaPay payment portal. Okay, as a screenshot on the right side corner over here. Okay, so from the technical point of view here, it's very easy to have a single integrations, right, with and can provide multiple payment options. And from the consumers here, definitely it will open up more abilities for the consumers to check out, okay, and confirm the payments here.
Yes, as you can see, I think we are deeply integrated with Odoo so that we provide a very seamless platform for our partners as well as our merchants, when we are, in partnership, this deep partnership with them.
Okay, so right after the explanation about the user interface, the brief introductions about the existing integration, Simon, could you provide us some more details about the existing services that AsiaPay Singapore is currently providing?
Sure. All right. Of course, besides what you see from the merchant dashboard, we always try to understand what are pain points coming from merchants, and we create the right solutions to address their business requirements. Right. So in order to serve our customers better, right, always paying attention to a few things: security enhancement, interoperability, customer adoption, as well as regulatory compliance. Right? So you can see from a dashboard perspective, this is offered to our customers when they sign up our program. They're able to see their weekly sales, their monthly sales, their quarterly sales, an analysis of how well they are doing on week to week itself. Yep. Next. Yeah. So we also collect big data for them, which is very important in this world, right? Everybody want to know their customer better. How are their payment method performing in which area, and then tweak and turn on it to help their business to grow in that sense.
Okay. Yeah. So for anyone who's interested to know more about AsiaPay services and product, how can they reach out to you, Simon?
Sure. Yeah. So very simple. You just have to drop us a mail, and our team here will get in touch with you within the next working day. Yeah. sales@asiapay.com.sg.
Okay. And for any additional inquiries about Odoo itself, or if you would like to schedule a demo, please feel free to reach out to me via email at jtr@odoo.com. Okay. So let's jump into the last session here. Okay, which is the Q&A sessions. For anyone who has any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box, the right side. Okay, can wait for a few minutes here, and I will read out the list of questions to you. Okay, Simon.
Sure.
Okay, we got the first question here. The first question is SGQR is integrated with AsiaPay?
Okay. We are currently working with the SGQR team to integrate into our solutions. So in a matter of months, we'll get it integrated.
Okay. And the second one is will it be done on Odoo 17 community editions? So as of now, we are only still focusing on providing the service for the enterprise versions. For the community version here is to be confirmed. We can get back to you. You can reach out to me via email to to extend these inquiries. Okay, we'll be happy to help you on there. Okay. Let's just wait for a few more minutes here. Okay. Feel free to drop them if you have any questions here. So actually, if there's no other questions, I actually have a curiosity, some questions here from my end as well. So you know that right now, people are doing online businesses and they have multiple branches across ASEAN, right? Some people have their headquarters in Singapore, they have an office in Philippines and also in Thailand, right? Just wondering about how can they actually use AsiaPay account through Singapore?
Yeah, so our local teams in each market will handle the transaction arrangement. With AsiaPay Singapore as serving as a facilitator. This collaborative approach allows us to leverage on our local expertise while benefiting from the centralized support and coordination from provided by AsiaPay Singapore.
Okay. Okay. Okay, the next question is where we can get API for AsiaPay. Okay.
Yeah, you can actually download. We have from our library itself. It is open source under the AsiaPay website itself.
Okay, let's just wait for
Sure.
a minute here, see if there's any questions. Okay, I think if there's no any further questions, let's conclude the webinar session for today. All right, hopefully this is very great introductory sessions between AsiaPay and Odoo integrations. Okay, for anyone who is interested to know more about AsiaPay, feel free to reach out to the Simon team, AsiaPay Singapore. Anything related to Odoo, feel free to reach out to me, email jtr@odoo.com. Okay, and lastly, thank you so much, Simon Siu, for your time, for sharing some insight about payment trends and also AsiaPay services. And for the rest, please stay tuned for the next webinar sessions and have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone, for participating. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.